Yeah, right. Another Saturday at work. Well, actually, it's been a while since I've had a Saturday at work for anything other than doing personal videos. I thought I'd get this up and running. See if we get anybody to tune in. I don't know if somebody else is live streaming right now. Oops. There we go. Get the microphone back up. Number 3 is always sticky. Is done. Now to move on to number 6. I'll get this adjusted. And come on, bar over, you son of a bitch. There's A. And, somebody just came home. Be with you in a second. Gotta finish barring this over. Alrighty. Came to work. Had to get the truck up and running, which is a good thing. Had another one come in just a little bit ago. It's got a gas leak in the back of the tank. So that's going to be a whole nother project. Anyways, morning. 6. So I had to deal with that. That took a little bit to find out where that leak was coming from. Driver came in, told me about it. Oh. Ace Repair, he is alive. Holy shit. What's going on, Ace? Hold on there. See if I can do something here. Boop. Hide this user report. Oh crap, I'm hoping. Alive and well, nothing much. Nice new snap-on impact. You see here. Show hide J Smith. What's going on, man? See here. Oh, I don't want freaking effects. No, microphone. That's not what I'm looking for. Checking in from Houston. Oh, it doesn't want to let me. Huh. Trying to get you a wrench, and apparently I don't know how. I might have to do that from different media. So yeah, no, snap-on impact is boy, I've had that going on 10 months. That thing's still a beast. Yep. Those Washingtonians up there in Spokane. Actually, they don't talk like that out there. At least he's from the correct side of the mountains. He used to be stationed in Yakima. Spent a little over a year out there before I went to Everett, carrier out there, Lincoln. I got to do an overhead. I got to get this truck up and running. Ran late working on this thing last night. It kind of turned into a small project, which is good because we got one with a gas leak now, so that doesn't make it any fun. Let me see. Then got to change the spark plugs on it after I get done with the overhead. And check the ignition coil and the extension on number 1 in particular. Number 4 looks cracked, so I might have to replace it. Well, I got to replace it. Tri-Cities? No kidding. A lot of good beer down there out of the Tri-Cities. So a couple guys from Washington up in here. So where are you from? Like Pasco, Kennewick? Which one? Justin ATV. He is in. What's going on? Whoa. It's a good thing I frickin' used to running these overheads. This makes somewhere between number 12 or 15 past few weeks. Close to the Idaho border. Oh, I know right where you're at there. Okay, so Matt's from Kennewick. So you're, well, at least Matt doesn't have too far to go to the gorge. Well, Salmon's obviously down and out right now, but Steelhead should still be running. If my math is correct. At least I know up over Everett side, going up Highway 2. Yep, I know right where she's at there. Our tanks are from Washington, Trilogy. Oh, Trilogy, yeah, we've got the Hexagon Lincolns on the tanks on this thing. Nothing like changing spark plugs into Cummins. Worked a half day, drove a truck start. Ooh. A nice harbor dam. Well, that's good. Yeah. You ever go down to, let's see, 6 is done. Underwood and Drano down there? Do fishing down there? I know, I'm working, talking about fishing. I miss it up there. Beautiful country. Oh man. Not much in the Tri-Cities other than I think people said they had a strip club down there or a frickin' porn club. I can't remember which. I used to live in Sela, right across from the firing center, which is where I worked. 6, bring her around to 2. There she is. Sounds like we got a compression leak. Spark plug might be loose. That's not good or bad. There we go. Well, either way, they're coming out. See what I missed here real quick. Drano and Wind River, good times. Yeah. Got to go down there once. A good drive from frickin' Yakima, let me tell you. Friend I was stationed with, her little brother was in town for part of the summer from, I think out by Boise was where he was originally from anyways, but me and him ran down there and did a whole bunch. And then off of the, crap, what's that other river that's right there? Supposed to be real good for steelies. Pretty freaking wicked. I forget right off the top of my head. I'd have to look it back up. But yeah, beautiful state. Miss living out there sometimes. So anybody got any good plans for the weekend? Spark plug and a diesel. Oh, this is a CNG, Justin. Natural gas. So we run the overheads on these. Every second set of spark plugs are 150, whichever comes up first. Spark plugs we can typically get to last around 75 or so. 75,000. Doesn't take long for some of these trucks to build that up though. Watch the bowl and stuff yourself full of pizza. Yeah, I don't plan on watching the game. That and I got rid of my frickin' cable TV a few months back. Saved me a crap load of frickin' money, and then my internet cost was still the same to ramp it up to 4 times the service. So 2's done. Mark that down up here. I've been boycotting the NFL here past 2 years. We live in East Tennessee. That's cool. So you're not too far from old Jay Young then, I take it. I've only driven through Tennessee once, so I couldn't really tell you too much about Tennessee. Sounds like a number 3 maybe. 3 or 4. That's not good. 2. Bring it around to number 4. All right. Good and loose. Make sure. Catch up here a second. Oop. Try not to knock my phone over too much. Alrighty, Ace. It's good to see you back and that you're alive. Yeah, go check out Ace's channel. He's back up and running again. I guess he got a whole new channel. Found out this morning as I was getting stuff ready on my toolbox, he commented on my latest video. Everybody's been looking for you. Nick, what's going on, man? How the hell you guys been? Sorry I haven't been too busy into the live streams lately. Been working 50-hour weeks. Hell, I had 51 in hours last night. And now I'm here on Saturday. At least it's time and a half on Saturday. Alright. So I was listening to music, rocking out, but I figured, well, while I'm here, and I could probably do this in my sleep, literally, might as well see what everybody's up to today. So what the hell you been up to, Nick? Doing great? Good deal. That one's good. That one's good. Just get her out. Yeah, that's where these really long things come in handy, because the jakes are in the way on these ones. The older ones we've got about 18 or 19 of them, truck 296 to truck 315, that are without the jakes. No jake harness in the way either. So that makes it a lot easier to do the overheads on those. A lot fast. Well, takes me about maybe 10 minutes faster. Doesn't take me too long to run these anyways. 4 is done. Come back around to 1. Oh. Yeah, sorry, it's kind of boring today. Ugh. See my Harbor Freight Will It Break videos freaking coming along nicely. Both of them. Tracks plenty of trolls. Oh, my trolls have been slacking here. They forgot to thumb down my freaking first lighting video. Ah. That one feels all right. Well, while we're here, so yeah, it's been a fun day. Got a gas leak on one truck. Father owns 3 Max, late early 90s. Hold on here. Chuck Auto Pro Interiors, 3 hours for me. Flat Rate Master, 3 hours for me. Justin the Junkie, 3 hours. 3 Max. Late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, Mac makes a hell of a work truck. Concrete trucks, dump trucks, crap like that. I know we had some guys, what was it, Bunzel. Shop I worked at out of St. Louis, they leased trucks, or had the lease maintenance deal from Penske down there. And their over-the-road trucks, for some odd reason, just couldn't hold up for crap. But man, you freaking stick a dump bed or a, freaking turn it into a concrete truck, and somehow those things just work like champs. Especially the older ones. The older ones are pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one from like the 50s or 60s, one of those smaller Mack trucks. If I had my own big ass garage, frickin' redo one of those, that'd be fun to work on. Keep them up and running. Those old Mack trucks are pretty neat. It's kind of like the old Internationals. So if he's 3 hours from that, you're probably not too far then, Justin. I still love the Bulldogs. They are pretty wicked looking. Heck, even you put one on a frickin' cab over frickin' garbage truck, the Bulldog sticking right out of the front of that looks pretty neat yet. The one and only Mack I ever drove, I miss, late 70s with twin sticks. Ooh. Yeah, you had to have some frickin' muscles for trying to steer those guys and shifting them. That took talent. It's kind of like the old, well, 18 speeds now. You take a frickin' guy that went to like frickin' JB Hunt School of Trucking and was given an automatic, and you put them in a stick shift, they can't even make it a quarter mile down the road. I've had a few of those apply here. The guy that went to do his test drive with him stopped him at a stoplight. They swapped seats real quick, came right back. It was like a freaking 5-minute test drive. He didn't make it too long. Needless to say, that's about as far as his application went. Then we had another one. Well, he made it a little bit farther, but he was going to need more practice driving a stick with the trailer behind him. Driving the sticks, no problem, but driving around the frickin' morons in this town is another story. Yeah. 5-speed high-low and reverse on the other. Yep. 5. Alright. Might have to have you guys follow me around for a second. Should have grabbed some other stuff and made stuff a little faster. Yeah, old semi-trucks. Some of them are frickin' rattle death traps. Depends on how good they were taken care of. If whether or not you had raccoons and mice living in them, and a number of other things. Dano, what's going on, buddy? Good old Canadian up north. Never thought of writing those. Yep, it makes it easy to remember where I'm at, which ones are done, and how far I come along. And it's not exactly permanent either, but it should stay there at least a good few months. I don't know if I had my last ones wrote over here or what, but good little trick for when you got the cowl off and it gets covered back up. So let's see, right about, well, get that in there. All right. One thing that Cummins did real nice was there was really no playing around ever since they did the 870 series ISX. Those were fun to do overheads on, but a little bit more time consuming because you had to run the jakes after you ran everything else, which wasn't too bad. You know, dual overhead cam had its own little bitty way of doing things. But these, oh man, same principle, just different settings. Well, the micro torque wrench, same settings, 6 inch-pounds. There we go. See how. Oh, we wash our trucks. Hell, this truck was washed yesterday, but this is just up behind the rain cowl. It'll go back over everything, so this stays kind of dusty, so it's not too bad. But yeah, we've got frickin' Hotsy. We wash the crap out of these all the time, so depends on time of year. But the rain cowl's got a little bitty kind of like a gasket that goes up along here, one of those foam rubber strips. Adhesive on one, well, it's adhesive on both sides, so you got to remove it. But another thing you want to do with these guys, always make sure you clean off your gasket mating surfaces, and always replace the valve cover gasket on these. We've tried it both ways, even with cleaning this off and cleaning the other gasket off. Tried reusing the gasket because, well, we were short and they didn't have any in town. About, yeah, by the time it came around for the next oil change, I had to pop the damn thing off and replace it. So just a pain in the butt. Make life short while you got everything apart. Replace it that you need to. So what's old Dano up today? Alice Cooper's birthday was yesterday, Dano. Did you celebrate? Rob Waters. Yeah. So, I mean, one company I worked for, they'd reuse and reuse and reuse on the 60 series, which is a very cheap valve cover gasket and oil pan gasket. Oh, just blackjack it up before you stick it back on. Christ. It's like, seriously, you won't pay $15 for a freaking valve cover gasket? Or the oil pan gasket, yeah, that was even better yet. So those were always frickin' leaking. And oh, 8 hours is too long to change a clutch. Oh, bullshit. Long story. And again, they never really wash their trucks either. I mean, they had one guy come and wash the front of the frickin' hood and wash the front of the cab and the side and call it good. So. But hey, Rob, while you're here, copper gasket. Oh, yeah. Heard about guys doing that, and then you get the big sheets of gasket material, make that. Rob, I went ahead and I ordered those pin pusher sets. Still waiting on them to get here. I ordered it like a frickin' week and a half ago, give or take. $5 off Amazon. And they shipped out within a couple days, but I think they're coming across on the slow canoe from China. Yeah, it was like a 2-week to 6-week freaking shipping period for them. But thank you for the idea, though. Those are going to be handy. Especially, yeah, like on the ignition harness for this guy. On these style plugs, whenever... well, usually we replace the plug if we can, but we got spare plugs and pins and everything for those. Used them a few times already. Gaskets are cheap, labor is not. Yeah, exactly. We figured $40 for a frickin' valve cover gasket for this thing. definitely saves time in the long run, and then you frickin' wind up leaking oil over everything too, especially out the back. Back was always real bad. So, anyways, speaking of valve cover gaskets, hope you guys don't mind the shaky ride. Let me get some things adjusted here. Oops. That's not good. There we go. Alright, get that put back up there. Damn microphone. Stay put. Haha. Found it. Alright. Saturday. Fun shit. Got truck parked all around. One I'm working on. Valve cover gaskets. We keep plenty of them. It's like spark plugs. I think we try to keep like 4 or 5 sets on hand. But grab a rag, take you guys around to the backside. Mowers do not have weather packs, so but hey, if it held up after the first time for $5 or $6, it probably already paid for itself. Alrighty. So I'll set that over there. Rag right there. Oh, that one might be. I got spares. Oh yeah. Good way to get time and a half on a frickin' Sunday. Especially when another truck came in with a gas leak in a spot that we might not have parts for it for. So I got all the main tank valves shut off, even though, well, had to find the leak first, and I thought it was from a different place. But I'll have to wind up parking that guy outside. At least weather's not going to be too bad today. Toss this away. Yeah, the increased temperatures on the CNGs, the combustion temperatures are a lot higher anyways, so it does make the gasket real hard. Anyhow, I mean, if you've just had it off, and so you got to adjust something or whatever, you can usually slap it back on, but after a while, you know, especially 150,000 burning hot, it really hardens these things up. So replacing them, it's just worth it while you have it off. Let's see here, need to clean some crap out of there. Oh. Wound up doing a little bit more today than what I planned on. But that's life. Clean any crap out of here that you run into while you got a chance. I might have missed something. Oh, we got some more viewers. Brother and father are there for. Ooh. Battalion. Well, I was in 2-5 there when I went reserves. For that, I was on carrier. For that, I was in Yakima, Washington. For that, I was in San Antonio. I hit up several ships from there. But yeah, spent the last few years in the reserves with 2-5. I had 14 total, so you were in 3 out of, you were in Hueneme then, right? Thanks, James. MD Outdoors. Guys, if you like a good funny channel, some good outdoor stuff, some good cooking channels, go check out MD. I got your package in MD. I've yet to do a video on it. Things have been nuts. So 60-hour work weeks. I've tried it out though. Works awesome. Works very awesome. Collected a chunk of fat wood there when I was out last weekend ice fishing at a buddy's place. He's got a nice little bitty pine grove. So yeah, it's a beast. So What the hell's been going on, MD? How's the Air Force treating you? Things been crazies there too, yeah. So, James, what was your rate? I was obviously a CM there, last round anyways. Needless to say, I made E5 a couple times. Or second class anyhow. Fun stuff. Oh. Oh, hey Andy, how come I haven't seen any deer chili recipes pop up yet? I don't know, it's been crazy, so I've been like missing videos left and right. I get home, eat dinner, shower. It's been like maybe half an hour to maybe an hour trying to catch up on some videos. So I might have missed one. There is a deer chili video? Okay, I probably missed it then, because yeah, it's been chaotic. It's gonna take me like about a month to catch up on everybody's videos, and while I'm doing that, I'm still gonna be a month behind. Been crazy. All right, Dan, you take care. Oh, Dan's got his giveaway going. You guys want to do a VR, get a chance to win some tools. He's still looking for about another good 5 or 6 videos to add to that collection for the entries. VR. I believe he will ship to the US. Feel free to check him out. It's hashtag DLB giveaway is his video on that. So, and then he's got some stuff coming up for his 250 here in a little bit too. That one's stuck. My screwdriver. What the fuck? That ain't good. I have to replace that one. That's why I have spares. $2,500 frickin' dollars a frickin' valve cover. Frickin' morons up in Wisconsin tighten the living crap out of, well, a couple of them. One of them's got a frickin' warp in it. The other one was cracked. Nothing like frickin' overnighting that shit. Oh, I'm missing another one. Oh, there it is. Anywhere in North America, he's got some tools he's wanting to give away. He's got a good frickin' tool haul channel. Well, some of you guys already know that, but take care, Dan. You have fun. Part number on the valve cover gasket is 2870214. So, fun stuff. Toss that in the trash. Oh. Get this guy slapped on. I'm going to get you guys set up first, and then we're going to get this thing slapped on, and then we're going to go to spark plugs as soon as we get her buttoned down. So, yep, spark plugs in semi-trucks. It's an abomination in a Cummins engine, possibly. Yeah, I know, but beats changing injectors out, I'll say that much. Get you guys rigged up here. And I think I might have gotten a text message. Ugh. Oh, crap. Hold on. There. That'll work. Sit tight, folks. Fall out again. Damn it. Nope. It's there. It just didn't. There we go. Alright. And no zip ties in the way. Cords are in the way. Another thing you always want to be careful with is you got your frickin' O2 sensor cable. You don't want to slap the valve cover down on that. You will crush the line and have a really crappy running truck. Double check for zip ties in the back. Triple check for zip ties in the back. And anything else, we're good. All right. Fun and excitement on a Saturday. And we're good there. Let's see how. Anywhere trying to catch up here. Injectors to go bad. Ah, not this guy. This guy is it's mass airflow mixture ratio. It's got a whole system. It's kind of like basically like a giant throttle body that comes into this guy for your fuel air mixture off into the side coming in on the intake. It's weird. Yeah, more so like a throttle body than a carb, but those are pretty close either way. But get all these started up. So unlike your newer vehicles, electronic fuel injection, they got the individual fuel injectors. This one just pretty much runs the gas air mixture in the same way. It sounds like the wind's kicking up or it's starting to rain. I don't know. But yeah, high pressure CNG, it's fun stuff. Yeah, use a 1/4 inch when you go to tighten these down, guys. Don't be like the frickin' numbnuts up in Wisconsin that got to use a 3/8 frickin' brushless impact to tighten these damn things down. They've actually busted the studs clean out of the frickin' valve cover bolt sets before. And yeah, you snug them down, then you go back over them with a little bitty 1/4 inch ratchet just to make sure they're snug. It's like frickin' 20 foot-pounds is the frickin' torque setting on those, so it's nothing monstrous like some other assholes do. Makes my life hell. Dry on the street. Yep. Hi, Kaylin. How the heck are you? Yeah, I think the wind's just kicking up is what it looks like. How's Mila doing, Kaylin? Is she having fun? Alright. And yep, go back over it. Small ratchet. Yep, Burr's typical self. Pretty good for 13. Good deal. Yeah, her cat looks about just like mine, except I didn't even know she was that old. She seemed a little bit more spry for that age. Wow. She looked only like a few years old. that one. Oh, missed one. That'll happen. That's why you go back over everything. That would have been a leaker, and that would have sucked. They're long-winded. That's why I like to use a 1/4-inch ratchet, or the little impact to zip them down quick. About right there. That one's there. That's there. Go back over that one just one more time. Yep, we're good. After you do about a few hundred of these, you get used to where everything's supposed to be at. It makes it exciting. And of course, this commercial is not brought to you by Snap-on or Warren, sponsored by them in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, you can heat up a ratchet pretty quick around here. And we put breather pipe back on. Set the clamp. And get that one set back just a hair. There we go. Well, it doesn't rub on the harness. Now for the fun part. Got a EGR cold pipe back here. Got to batten it back down. Or clamp back here. So it's always exciting. See if I missed anything. No, everybody's still holding tight. Yep. At least today's a lot warmer than what it's been the past couple days. Today it is almost 40 degrees out. Yesterday morning was damn cold. Yesterday was pretty cold altogether, but it was clear. And the day before that, also pretty cold. It's like Wednesday night, we had a guy ride his motorcycle into work. And when we were on the Snap-on truck, checking stuff out, and saw him ride in, and it's like, I don't think he checked the weather. He went and got himself a brand new crotch rocket. Oh, come on. This clamp back around there is sometimes a pain in the ass. Oh, what'd I miss? Cold's supposed to come back tomorrow? Yeah. I think Tack was talking about maybe trying to do some ice fishing tomorrow or something. I don't know. I gotta see. I know Brenda's freaking hooked on ice fishing. She's been catching all the fish. Oh. There we go. She's been doing real good on the ice fishing. So it's all right. Brenda and I catch them, Tack cooks them up, works out. Make sure that pipe's back in all the way, still set. Good there. I got 11 thumbs up already. Sweet. Oh, I missed anything? Nope. So, yeah, I don't know. I got a lot of crap I gotta get done this weekend. Got probably a dozen videos I still gotta edit, get posted. One, well, a couple for the outdoor channel. Hell, and then I still got more I gotta do for that channel. Then I've got Probably 6 or 7 videos yet to do for this channel, or that just need edited, and not including another one I got to try to get done here today while I'm here at work. So it's been exciting, needless to say. All right. Oh, Kaylin, if you scroll up, you'll see a comment by Dan Bates, or Dano's Toolbox. He's got a tool giveaway going on too. I think you missed it when he was here. Did a little bitty shout out for him. He's still got some VRs he's wanting to get set up. It's like I was telling everybody else, been working like crazy here lately. So it's been a hell of a number. So I've been really freaking backlogged on trying to get caught up on everybody's videos. The freaking past two, pretty much since mid-November, I've been working about 50-hour weeks. A couple weeks ago, I even took a day off in between there and still had 50 hours. So it's been crazy here at work, which is why I haven't been getting much done on the outdoor side. Alright, that's good and tight, that's good and tight, those are back. Now it's time for spark plugs. That. Get rid of all these things. Now to see what our root cause is. They had constant misfire. Cylinder number 1. I'll grab my new ratchet. So it's been a little crazy. It wasn't as tight as I like. I want to talk about some recessed spark plugs. These things are way down there. As I get that one unscrewed, I'll show you. Alright. And it goes down about yay far. That might be the cause. It's a Napa spark plug. And this rubber boot right here usually stays on, even though when you install them, you install the new boot in the extension. This is the extension. That boot originally goes in there, and then you put them back down on there. But if it should work right where this stays on the spark plug, so you use just a regular 5/8 ratchet to get into these guys. But like we got a wide gap there, so that might be the issue. Bad spark plug. Doesn't look burnt out, but just a wider gap than what she should be. Not uncommon for some, more often than not, the Napa spark plugs and the Cummins spark plugs we'll be putting in there. So that down to the side. This might have been a Wisconsin deal. I'd have to check on the history. Oh, yeah, they're these spark plugs aren't even, by the time you get 1 or 2 to foul out, even if it's like 20,000 miles to 40,000 miles down the road, we've tried it. And even with inspecting all the components, frickin' coils, even the main harness itself, unless it's really soon, you know, within a week, you can usually get away with just replacing one. But there's a lot of other things that tie into how this engine works with that, like especially if they don't install the winter fronts and it's cold out, that can screw a lot of stuff up to where it'll foul out the plugs. Or if they leave the winter front on when it's warmer than 40 degrees, which drivers will do as well, because, well, they don't even bother to pop the hood to check the oil hardly anymore. Some of them still do, but it just takes too much time to spend 2 minutes putting a frickin' winter front on or taking it off. Yeah. These ones have already met their lifespan anyways. But no, we've tried it. We're on a few trucks. We're 30,000 miles down the road, 40,000 miles, just trying to do one, and then it comes in later, different spark plug like a week later, and at that point you're like, well, might as well just change them all. They can be that much of a headache. Little bitty spark plugs, small engines. It's another story. Gap looks good on that one. But most typically, if we've got a constant misfire, your biggest issue is going to be your extension. Part number on these guys, 4389407. There are a lot of Cummins numbers running around my head. So 4389407. It's usually somewhere in here. There's typically a short, and we do check it from all the way to the end with a multimeter before we put them back in, just to make sure that, one, this is good, and two, this is also good. So it's one of those work in progress. Actually, it's a video I need to redo for my CNG tips. Crap, I forgot the guy's name. He's also a... Except he's got Kenworths that he works on that have these. Except he's got a lot more frickin' real estate space-wise underneath the hood of those trucks. Except on number 6, I guess the way that their rain cowls are set up on those... he put a video on it. This one will flood out full of water whenever it rains, because of the frickin' rain cowl right here. They had to do modifications on all of them. Will just flood inside of there on number 6 on a lot of their trucks. So we've had some. Oh, that one's going bad. Little bit of a burn mark on the side of it. Usually indication that either it was starting to short or the ignition coil, which I gotta replace number 4 anyways. The frickin' lip on it's got a crack, and I think I got 1 or 2. I know I got a good spare in my toolbox at least. That is always good for an engine. Yeah, especially these things. But at least luckily, spark plug seals out the gap between the, piston and everything if it's been torqued down right. But I don't like that one either. So he was able to blow all the rust and water and other crap out because it's a steel liner that goes down through the head. Luckily, that separates it. And sometimes you'll get a little bit of oil seepage, but usually outward. Every once in a while, a dash, a couple drops inside. I had some that were major, and I had to take them apart while I had the head off. Or not the head, but the valve cover off. And, oh man, pull the jakes off. It's a nightmare. Dave Tummelson just got off work. Well, I had to come into work, so it's been fun. Yeah, gap on that one kind of looked okay, but it didn't look too good. Getting work done. Got a truck with a gas leak. So it's a good thing that I decided to come in today to get this one up and running. It is what it is. Nice thing is, do this blindfolded after a while. Especially when you got like 364, 64, 75, close to 80 of these gassers, and then Still running several diesels yet. And we got more that we got to swap over to a newer test oil. One particular type, I'm not going to say which type, we got to send back altogether. That one looks shiny yet. Oh boy, I might have to run and get parts. That's not good. Alright. Well, I'll leave my extensions up here. At least nice thing is it's nice and quiet today. Oh. Get stuff moved around. We'll get spark plugs fitted next. Get that knocked out and then test coils. Oh. Well, that gas leak on the other truck added about another half an hour to my day. Which, oh well, getting paid for it. So before we grab our spark plugs, before you install them, at least per Cummins, is you gotta wash your mitts. You want your hands real clean because you gotta clean the spark plugs off anyways with rubbing alcohol. Clean off the porcelain really well on them. That's per Cummins. Yeah, that's true. Get more done. Listen to the music that I wanted to. Bullshit with you guys for a little while. See what's all going on. Get the grease off my elbow from burning it over. Well, hey, overhead clear through spark plugs this time. On my way home, I might pick up some Bebops. Sounds good. Wash like a surgeon. Pretty much. Pretty much. One nice thing about the CNGs is the oil always looks clean. Well, except for a couple of the test oils, they come up a little darker, but nothing like the diesels. I mean, when you change the oil in one of these, you got to look at the dipstick just because it's that clear. Which is why my hands weren't completely black after doing the overhead, unlike, say, on a Detroit 60 series. You know, it is what it is. Ugh. Set you guys down a second. And I don't want to put those in. 3. That was 4, 5, 6. Oh, just my luck. It's alright. Individually packaged and bubble wrapped inside. Alright. I know, it's exciting, isn't it? That light's still flickering up at the top. Let me see. Move this over here. I don't know what the hell channel's playing in that truck. Oh yeah, 6 spark plugs. Oh, there goes something. Oh well. Oh, what'd I miss? Could always be worse. Yeah. Could. At least you guys get kind of a behind the scenes of where stuff happens. So we got our rubbing alcohol. As long as it's rubbing alcohol, doesn't really matter. But rubbing alcohol is preferred. Take our clean rag paper, gonna split it in half. This is just how I do it. A little bit less wasteful that way. One half's going to be to clean them with, and one half's going to be to set the clean ones on with. I'll set that right there on my hat. Aha. Now the boxes, here's right side up, here's upside down. I always open them upside down because there's always paper wadding at the top, so it's just one less thing to mess around with. There we go. Oh, that's nice. At least it came with it. There's the boot. It's supposed to be in a baggie. What was that? Lunchtime. You have a great week. You too. Thanks for stopping in, Dave. Hope things are going good your way. Set those right there. Yeah. There's the package that the boot comes in. Time is it? 12 o'clock. Yeah, I was hoping to have this wrapped up by now, but oh well. We got a freaking gas leak, so I got to turn. Now that I found out where it's at, got to turn all the valves back on and park it outside. After I get done with this, at least I don't have anybody in the way. Yeah, they really didn't stick around out too much here at my end of the woods. Still had a little bit kind of balled up on my windshield wipers, but other than that, yeah, there was hardly nothing else around. That was by the time I went home. But it's been exciting. Yep, it's all gone again. Yeah, it warmed up this morning. It was 37 degrees out this morning when I hopped in my truck to come here. But oh well. Let the other guy know. He wasn't sure if he was going to be coming in today or not. Work on doing up some cleaning around here. We got scrap metal's going to need taken in. He was going to do some organizing with that stuff. But I don't know. His girlfriend might have him running around town trying to find furniture yet. So for their bedroom. I guess they've looked at half a dozen other stores here in town and still can't find a dresser she likes. So he might be off doing that. He's got a heads up about the leak. And he'll probably stop in here. Yeah, probably after lunch anyways, do truck assignments. Then I got it right on the board. 345 has a gas leak. And oh well, time and a half. Alright. Oh well, since there's 6 people watching, I don't know if I'll have time to do it today. I was planning on trying to, but things are running late. You're back! Keep an eye out one of my next couple videos. I tried to do it once the other day and I just didn't like the way it turned out. It was kind of wishy-washy. But got something special coming up for everybody because I woke up this morning. That was it. 968. I'm coming up on 400 on the outdoor channel too. Things are going pretty good. Brian, there's the lurker. What the heck's going on, Brian? I didn't even know you stopped in. Wait, I might have missed something. Oh, there you are. More spark plugs and yeah. Since the beginning of January, we've probably gone through 20 sets. Absolutely 15 for sure. Do they each have to have 1,000 subs? Wait, what? $44 now. Wait. I missed some stuff. Oh, 44 temperature, yep. Ace is Brack, Brian, Kalen. Yeah, Brian's doing his well, yeah, you saw it this morning. It's going through the 9th, right, Brian? The Ace 100 or Ace 100, the frickin' BT 100. I'm all kind of screwed up. All right. You guys want to give me a minute? I gotta go use the restroom. Feel free to converse and chat and all that other good jazz. And I'll probably have a little cigarette while I'm at it. I'm back. Checked outside quick, it's raining. Alright, the other thing, magnetic spark plug socket, I forgot to mention this. Always clean it out too, so I usually just ball this up, clean it up. When you first get these, first few times you need to use them, you got to clean them out with brake clean, clean all the factory oil out and blow it out with air. Just give you a heads up for this application. You know, everybody's shop's different, but for this particular application, always make sure this guy's clean too. And I only use this for going on each of your channels. What'd I miss? Whoa, I missed a lot. All right. Let's see here, BT, or it will cross over. I mean BT 100. How do you enter? Yeah, what's his name down here, Southern Iowa. Live stream, yep. That's it. On the worst tool you bought, paste the video to the link. Yeah, I'm shooting for 1,000. Yeah, what the heck happened to your channel there? Oh, I've got about close to 7,000 view hours past 12 months. This is just per Cummins. Make sure that everything's all clean, so that way there's minimal mitigation for crap buildup, anything like that. That's just what Cummins wants done. I'm just using my cell phone right now. I got a GoPro as well. The little bitty, whatchamacallit. Get rid of those. The little bitty GoPro, the tiny square one. I use it from time to time, hunting and fishing on the Outdoor Channel. Get you guys set back up here. Yeah, Hero. Had that for a couple years now, the Hero 4. And it was a Black Friday deal a couple years ago. And you grab them by the protector. Off she comes. That down to the side. I have a knockoff, doesn't work. I've heard there's a number of them that work really good, especially like the 4K models that, you know, I mean, they run $100 or, you know, 75 to 100 depending on the sale, the brand, and everything else. But a lot of guys like using them for the 4K for the for doing slow-mo and stuff too. They work out pretty good, they say. I was originally looking at one of those. Get my torque set. And if I could, we'll go there. Out of 4 Plus. Had a scratch lens. Didn't you? There you go. Yeah. Webcam, I've got one on the laptop that I have not tried. Then again, if I'm doing a live stream, doing it from here. S8 for record. Yeah, S8 is supposed to be very good. TAC has one that she, well, her, what'd she have, a 7 that died when we were out camping in November. And her wife got her a GoPro for Christmas. And she's been having fun with the GoPro. It's the 5. And she really likes it. The 5 Black. And that does some pretty good pictures. And her microphone on hers works pretty well too. So most of the fleet is there, Brian. Well, CNG. I think we, like I was saying, close to 75 or 80 tractors. Yeah. The Session, that's what I have. I've got the Session 4. And it's very good. You get a lot more fisheye with it, which if you use the GoPro, the main GoPro software on a computer, which my computer is a little bit older, so it really doesn't like that software, it can correct the fisheye in that. But yeah, I like that Sessions that I got. That's what I got, the little bitty square one. And it does really good video, and it's nice, it's compact, but it only has its onboard battery, which if it's really cold out can be a detriment. as Kaylin saw the last ice fishing video I put up, I had a few minutes worth of recording done on it, and it battery crapped out because it was cold. So, but it does really good. Takes some good pictures too. Nice, it's lightweight. But yeah, it has a heck of a fisheye on it, but it good for wide angles. That was still a good video. Yeah. Well, it was fun. Tax was a lot better, obviously. She's gone nuts with her with her camera. On YouTube without a smartphone. It took me years to upgrade to a smartphone. I had the old flipper. A Motorola Quantico for a really good number of years. I had that phone for probably 4 or 5 years. And then it started to die. While my grandma was in the hospital up here, they brought her up from Missouri. And so it was pretty bad, and my mom was at the hospital and everything else, and I had to get a new phone because mine was acting something fierce. And even then, I still kept it on frickin', because it's got a dumb phone mode, the ultra power saving. I left it on that for months just because I hate charging every night. Yeah, the old flip phone, man, I could pack that thing in my waders and dunk my waders with my cell phone in it and still not have to worry about my cell phone. That was a dang good phone. Battery on it lasts like 4 days of non-stop use. Man. And then US Cellular stopped carrying it because I wanted another one. And their Kyoceras had crappy reviews, so I stayed away from the Kyocera. Yeah, crush washers on these, you might want to, you always want to triple check torque, as the crush washer does slink up some. I should have had this thing done by now. But gas leaks are gas leaks. It's not taking me any more time to do this than what it normally would, but between getting the tractor swapped around, all the other jazz. But yeah, I was just starting to get the lid unbuttoned on this thing when driver come in. Crap, got a gas leak. Dealt with that. What I miss here? Sturdy LG, then upgraded to one of the early smartphones. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, LG had some good phones there for a while too. I haven't done too much shopping. I've had this S5 for coming up on 3 years now, or over 3 years. Over 3 years, roundabouts, somewhere in between there. So done with the spark plugs. Lay that back over. Done with this guy. All right. Now for coils. Get these all moved over. Be with you guys in 1 second. meter set up. One second. Uh-oh, that. Alright. I got this guy out of there. What was that, Rob? I have an Asus tablet at the shop. Yeah, sometimes women, they can get a little picky. I know, well, my sister-in-law has a nice Canon. I could probably get off her. She tried to get a, well, my ex-sister-in-law. She tried to get a YouTube up and running here after a while. Last year, didn't do so well. Alright. Meter's on. Quick continuity check. Go from, get you guys slid over a little bit. Pin A to pin B. Check continuity through the coil. And then from pin C to tip. .42. That is number one. We'll double check that real quick. That's where our issues were. Hopefully I won't have to run and get parts. 4.41. So 4.41 kilo ohms out of that guy, which normal. Two, one, give it a little twist. Alright. Good. Less than 20 ohms. We had 2 to 3 wiggling it around, minus when I pulled it out and it separated a little bit. Screw it back on, just a little snug. You over tighten them, you'll crack the threads on the extension side, like number 4. So I got to replace that one for sure. Oh. Get a little bit more there. Come on. Oh, what's going on? 4.41. There we go. Set that to the side. See, number 2. I always label them. Oh boy. That one's junk. Last one in our box. I've gone through about a dozen of these things the last couple weeks. Had one truck. The other day I had 4 of them that were just shot right off the bat. Same deal, that little bitty cracking that I was telling you about. Oh. It's cracked right there. Damn it. I might have to get more. Hoping not. Alright. 4.41. And even if all these have a little bit of difference in them from one coil to the other, that's not something to worry about. Pull the extension out of that. Because like one might be 4.41, one might be 4.49, one might be 4.53. As long as they're all within spec through the coil itself, you're good. Thing to keep an eye out for is continuity through the extension. Come on, snug up. Like I said, gotta just be real gentle with them. It's one of those deals. Oh. Go through you. There we go, that's better. Only a few ohms through the coil itself, or through the extension. Number 3. It's a good thing I got a spare in my toolbox in case I need it. Less than 2 ohms through the coil. Coil to end of extension. Good there. Yeah, I'll set that one back there. Oh well. That's why I write on here. Good. This one's cracked. First thing, we're gonna double check it's still good. Uh-oh. Oh. I don't like that. Should have less than 10 ohms through this guy. And we're pulling 14. Oh. Clean off the tips. Go again. Five, 6, 3, 5, 6. Some of that dielectric grease over sub 10. Because there's dielectric grease in these guys, sometimes they'll get a little bit of built up inside. So you got to be careful. So we were less than 10, pretty constant there. Sometimes you'll have just a little bit of squirreliness, but if you're like beats having to run and get parts, and it's the older style, it doesn't have the protector on it. It'll have to do. Emergency use only. 0.8. 4.41. Number 5 is good. Number 6. See if I missed anything here. Well, Rob went. Catch you on the flip side. Oh, bus jockey. These use Cummins ignition coil. Basically, it's not too far off from the old ignition coils you used to have on some of the older vehicles. I know a lot of buses out there are also going CNG. So basically, yeah, it uses 12 volts in, and you get about, well, it depends on how it's running. I think we average about 4,000 volts out going to the ignition. I'd have to frickin' double check. It's been a while since I looked at that. Or is it 15,000 volts. And I forget right off the top of my head. 4, 5. Got some variance in there. I'm not liking that. Well, 4.4, 4.0, 4.4, 4.39, 4.4. All right, that's it for that. And then you take them, you'll have two little bitty ribs on there. Those are the top side. So those go to the top, right in. I don't like having a little bit of instruction while we're here. But yeah, it's just electronic induction coil. So how are things down there by KC, bus jockey? 1, 2, 3. Hour and a half into an overhead that usually takes me a couple hours, minus a half hour. We're running on time as far as what it usually takes me to get this stuff done. All right. And 5, 6, 4, 2, 1, 3, and you just take them, push them in. I'll do 5 and 6 and get them out of the way. 4. Oh, these screws got buried. Still a couple light. Make sure. Feels like you got them all. Little bitty 6mm bolts, sock cap style. 8mm hit on the top. Or actually, these are ASTM, not sock caps. What am I thinking? ASTM style bolts. Little bitty 6mm. And it does not take a lot of torque to stick these things in either. I put my 1/4 inch gun on low just to snug them down. They're just there to keep them in place. They hit the concrete, thank goodness. Oh. That was exciting. I hate looking for bolts. They go off into Never Never Land. I'll be back. There it is. Alright. Well, guys, I gotta get to rocking and rolling this thing better. Let me see your bus truck. Oh, you're from Champaign. Oh. It's an inductive coil. Turn it on low. Get out of there. Other thing, always be careful on these guys. For the clips going in, that one's got a little bitty nub broke off, but the clip's still good. Oh, there we go. You don't want to break those clips, otherwise you got a bad day. Alright. Air manifold brackets next. Alright. Well, guys, hate to cut this long, but I got to get to rocking and rolling, get this thing up and running. So everybody that tuned in, thank you very much for tuning in, and y'all take care, stay safe. So gonna go ahead, get this thing set up, get it rattled in. It's gonna get noisy. All right, Kaylin, catch you on the flip side. And Ace, I'll catch you on your flip side. Oh, that one goes in front. Be turkey season up there before you know it. And of course, don't forget to be looking for all them moose and elk sheds too while you're out there. So, screw that one down the rest of the way. Let out. So y'all take care, have fun, and keep at it. We'll go ahead and catch y'all later.